This is Keith Boggs, and this is the debrief for 2000 Milano Street. First picture you see here is just a picture of the front of the house, nothing necessarily wrong, just for the title page of the report. This is, you can't really see very good in this picture, but this is a felt paper that's been installed improperly at the house. This flashing here is called drip flashing on this side, it's called rake edge flashing, but the felt paper, which you can't see very well here, is underneath this flashing. It should be laying on top of the flashing. So that's an improper install of the felt paper. Here's another picture. Again, here you can see the flashing that should be covered up with the black felt paper or the white synthetic underlayment. This is also at the front of the house, and here the felt paper is not even present. So that needs to be installed there, and then at these two locations that needs to be installed there, and then the felt around the perimeter of the structure needs to be evaluated and corrected to be installed properly. This is just your chimney cap. Looks like there's a hail hit here, pretty big hail hit on top of the chimney cap, and a few smaller hail hits on the cap. Those are just cosmetic. They really should paint this cap, though. It's going to keep it from rusting down the road. These are some loose shingles near the chimney cricket, and those shingles at some point could become windblown, so they need to add additional adhesive to these shingles on both the left and right side of the chimney cricket, basically here and here. These gaps, these need to be filled with sealant, and then these nail heads here, or screw heads, need to be covered with the sealant also. Same thing here. So fill the gap and then cover up the nail heads or the screw heads here. Same thing. This next is just a video of the roof cover. So people are always asking me about the condition of the roof cover, so I've just started filming the roof cover. So it's a short little video, about 45 seconds. I'm going to play that, so it will be in this recording that you'll be receiving. Now, all these pictures that we're covering right now will not be in the main inspection report. The report you're going to give to the builder will be just basically the defects, the things that we want the builder to take action on. So let me play this video, and then we'll go to the next picture. Overall condition of the roof cover is good. No hail damage to the actual roof cover. Okay. This is upside down picture. Let me fix that. This is one of your V-vent caps. If I can get this to work. There we go. There we go. I think there was there's hail damage on this little hail hit right there. Little hail hit right there. Again, just cosmetic. Same thing here. Hail hit. You can't really see it there. These downspouts here, this is not required by the builder, but this is something that you should do to help stabilize the foundation and reduce movement in the future, and that is extend these downspouts out. In the report, I have the ability to draw or to illustrate, and so I'll draw exactly how this should go. Basically, I prefer them to be underground, subsurface, and they should terminate 6 to 8 feet away from the structure. This information here is just for me. This is your condenser and your manufacturer's label. I use this when I'm looking at the panel box, so this will not be in the report. This is the water pressure at the house. The range is 40 to 80, and so you're almost to 60, so that's good water pressure for a house of this size. Again, this is another downspout that needs to be extended. You have several corner compression cracks, and you actually have an actual corner pop at the back of the house. So these compression cracks, they can become what are called a corner pop, but it actually pops off. And I got pictures later that you'll see what that looks like. So this does need to be repaired. It's just cosmetic, whether it's a compression crack or a corner pop. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't affect the performance of the foundation. It does need to be repaired by the builder. That's just the location of it right down there. This is a thermal look at your panel box, and so when I first get to the house, one of the first things I do is take a thermal reading of the panel box to see what's going on electrically with the panel box. Look at the temperatures, the highs, the low temperatures, and then look for any kind of hot wires or breakers that are hot. These breakers you see here are arc fault breakers, and they're supposed to be lit up. This is your surge protector down at the bottom that's supposed to be lit up. So the panel box looks fine now, and I have a look again later on after loading up the panel with the electrical in the house, and it looks fine then too. This is an outlet in the garage, and it's loose in the wall, so we don't want any kind of loose receptacles, any kind of loose electrical that could lead to arcing, and then which could lead to overheating and fires. So that outlet right there below the sprinkler needs to be tightened up by the builder. This is your water heater. This is really just for me. This locking latch, oh, they did disable it. Okay, I didn't see that screw there, so don't worry about that. That won't be in the report. This is another corner compression crack. Again, that needs to be repaired by the builder. That's on this side of the house over here. This is another downspout to be extended. Same thing here, downspout to be extended. I did take several pictures of the roof cover in the back. I don't think it was there when you first moved in, and something looks like it was added later on. I don't see any lag bolts here attaching the roof cover to the structure. Also, there's no truss hangers, so those two things are going to make that roof cover more stable. It's more of the same, more of the same, and more of the same. This is the downspout to be extended right here. Same thing here. This is a corner compression pop right here, this little corner where it's popped off. You also have what looks like the parge coat's breaking loose, so this is starting to break loose there. So they need to repair those other two corner compression cracks that don't become a pop like this, and then they need any of the parge coat that's coming loose. They need to remove that, clean it up, and then redo that parge coat on the corners. And this is just in the back here, down there. This is your water meter. The water meter is full of water. The handhole's full of water today, so I'm assuming you must have had some recent rain. That hole should really not stay full of water more than 24, 48 hours. If it's full all the time, then there may be some type of leak in there. With it being full of water, we can't verify the low flow indicator to see if there's any kind of supply leak. Also, we can't verify any of the drip irrigation on the sprinkler system without being able to see that low flow indicator. And that's just where it's located. That's just a blurry picture. Just ignore that. This is a broken, looks like some broken or loose plumbing at a sprinkler in the front yard. That's in zone 3. And then this pop-up rotor in the back here by the house. It's very loose in the ground. You can jiggle it in the ground, so it's not very secure. So that needs to be. I push around with my foot around the dirt there, and it's very loose there. So there may be even some kind of leak under there, washing away the dirt, making that not very stable on the ground. So that's in zone 6, and that needs to be repaired by the builder. This is your air handler in the attic. One thing that I'm calling out here, it's not required by code, is putting a float switch on this drain pan. Some cities it is required, but I don't believe that in Louisville it's required yet. So even if the builder won't do it, it's only about $125, $150 to put a float switch on this drain pan. It'll protect your house in the case that the primary and the secondary get clogged, which does happen all the time. So I'd recommend doing that either way. This is some loose mastic. Each side of each plenum has some mastic and some tape that's come loose. So that's going to leak out cold and hot air. So they need to redo that taping and that mastic around the plenums. And you can see here on one of the plenums here, and then on the top plenum you can actually see the insulation in there. So they just go to the unit and kind of seal everything up better. This is your filter. Filter is getting pretty dirty. So this 1-inch filter, these should be switched. Changed every 30 days. This is a picture of the inside of the burner compartment, and got nice blue flames here. That's what you want. Next picture is actually, I believe, a video. Yes, this is a video of the interior of the attic and the heat exchanger. And again, this video and all these pictures will be in this recording, but they will not all be in the report. This is me testing the garage, testing the pressure release and the, oops, I went too far. pressure release and the auto reverse and the electronic eyes. So I'm going to play this real quick. This is me testing electronic eyes. Put my foot in front of the eye to make sure it reverses, which it did. And the next test you'll see is I'll grab the door and put pressure on it and see if it reverses. And it did reverse. This is me testing the heat inside the structure. I took several readings inside the structure to see how the heat was working, and the heat at the registers were fine. And got some ranges here from about 103 to I think 110, 115. And that's just because it was heating. It was still heating as I was walking through the structure. 106, 105. This is a loose outlet. This is in your son's bedroom over there by the window. Again, we don't want any loose receptacles. It needs to be tightened up by the builder. This is the guest bathroom, and that fixture there is very loose. You can jiggle it on top of the countertop there, so the builder needs to tighten up that fixture. Right there, that's the room. This is your dishwasher. This is me testing the dishwasher. Dishwasher should heat between 120 and 150, so here you show it's showing about 130 to 136. This is your disposal. I did test the disposal. I filled both the sinks up with water and pulled the plunges at the same time, the drain stops at the same time, and turned the disposal to look for leaks, and no leaks showed up. This is your microwave. This is me just showing the microwave does work. This is your cooktop, me showing that all 4 burners do work. This is a corner bead inside the master bedroom at a window. This is a piece of flashing that goes along the corner of the wall by the window, and this is pretty common for this to happen. So they need to nail that back in place better, and then caulk and paint it. That's the window it's at. This is a second look at your panel box, and the panel box basically looks the same, so nothing alarming there. And that's the last picture. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. You can contact me 7 days a week. Just always text me first. That's going to get me the quickest. Email me second. It'll probably take 3-4 hours to get back with you with email. And then if you leave a voicemail, it may take several days. I don't check my voicemail every day. So just give me a call or contact me. Thanks.